Every day, 21 gloves between the ages are then and 14 are raped in Colombia. The United Nations Wednesday and 8 reports and gloves will be.
A child sex predator attempts to rape an 8-year-old girl in Colombia, and it was all caught on video. It started when the child walked from the Christian center in Soacha. That's when this man appears. The girl arrived at this store, and the man appears to offer her candy. The two then leave just minutes later. The man then takes her to his home.
Lo que la menor dice es que quería abusar de ella. Quería abusar de ella, le ofreció dinero también para que se desnudara.
At the right moment, the girl was able to make her escape.
Llega a un lugar donde le permiten usar un teléfono, llama a su mamá y es recuperada.
It didn't take long for police to find their man. Investigators say this isn't the first time he's targeted children.
Estamos investigando por lo menos 3 casos en que estarían involucrados este señor con rapto de menores y con abuso de ellas.
Gaula, Colombia's anti-kidnapping division of the police, have rescued 14 children this year. For NTN 24 News, I'm Gary Parkasevich.
La administración Obama ha entregado 3 documentos sobre su esquema de seguimiento a las comunicaciones revelado por las filtraciones y la responsabilidad multielección de su contratista de la Álvarez.
Las elecciones presidenciales de Venezuela, donde resultó electo el mandatario de este país, Nicolás Maduro, ya que la organización no tuvo una presencia en este país.
Karen Pereira, desde el debate. Comenzamos. Lo que significa este lugar. ¿Hacia dónde va a salir? Según
Colombia's government will inaugurate for big tax with the ELN 47 times since the Marsex grid was found in 1964. These are the government negotiators: Juan Camilo Restrepo, Juan Sebastián Betancourt, Luz Elena Sarmiento, Juan Mayer, Eduardo Herrera, and Alberto Ferguson.
The peace talks with ELN comes as Colombian authorities are still struggling to salvage a peace deal with the FARC guerrillas that was rejected in a referendum. Authorities hope both talks will help to forge a long-lasting peace. Jim Spellman has more.
Negotiators hope to strike a lasting peace deal with Colombia's second-largest armed rebel group, the National Liberation Army, known by its Spanish acronym ELN.
Si alcanzamos la paz,
we want to encourage society to participate in different regions, so that can be used as a basis to agree with the ELN on measures to build.
The ELN talks come after earlier this month Colombians narrowly voted down a peace deal with the country's biggest rebel group, the FARC. Colombia's President Juan Manuel Santos, who won the Nobel Peace Prize for his efforts, is hoping to bring that peace deal back from the brink. A ceasefire with the FARC is in place through the end of the year.
Estamos convencidos de las bondades para...
We are convinced of the virtues of the final agreement for Colombia. We believe that it contains the transformations necessary to establish the basis of a stable and lasting peace.
ELN and the FARC are both radical leftist groups that formed in 1964. Both groups have fought for a greater share of wealth and natural resources for poor people in rural areas and have been part of a complex civil war that has killed more than 200,000 and left at least 25,000 missing. Both groups have used kidnapping and extortion and are involved in drug trafficking. The FARC gave up kidnapping for ransom in 2012. ELN has targeted oil infrastructure with bombings and other attacks. ELN is now thought to have close to 2,000 members, the FARC about 7,000. Government crackdowns have left the groups with less power and perhaps more ready to negotiate.
Si alcanzamos la paz,
If we reach peace, it will be the end of guerrillas in Colombia and therefore in all of Latin America. It will be the end of guerrillas.
As laid out back in March, negotiations with the ELN will focus on ending the armed conflict while providing a greater political voice for marginalized Colombians the ELN claims to represent.
El Plan General de Ejecución de Acuerdos.
The overall implementation plan of agreements involves control mechanisms, monitoring, and verification, which will include the participation of society, the international community, the government, and the National Liberation Army.
The Dr. Gordon Hamilton, the 50 years, died. A popular Purech saint was killed in Antarctica when his snowmobile flagged 100 feet.